We're going to start off tonight by, well, most of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to start by talking about our experience on the Carnival Conquest in general. And then we're going to tell you, we picked out 10 things from our cruise that really surprised us. So 10 Carnival cruise surprises. We'll do that in a little bit here. But we're going to start off by just kind of telling you what our experience was, because it's definitely different now, cruising. But, aside from having to wear a mask and having to do a couple of things before you get on board, it was like a great cruise.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so relaxing, and it was so quick.
Relaxing and quick.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the relaxing part. The quick cruise part, too bad
all of a sudden it was the end of the cruise. But
that's how it goes.
I know.
So what do you want to talk about for our Carnival Conquest cruise? What should we start with?
Oh,
Let's start with the food.
Yeah.
So, of course, we had to go. The first thing I think we got to eat was where?
You went to Guy's Burger.
You didn't go to Guy's Burger Joint? I thought you did too. Okay. Guy's Burger Joint, of course, we had to go there. Guy's Burger, if you're not familiar with Guy's Burger Joint, well, you probably haven't been on Carnival, but Guy's Burger Joint is as awesome as everybody says. Beautifully caramelized meat. I think that's how you do it. The perfect blend of meat. The SMC, the smooth melty cheese. I like to get the ringer, which has an onion ring on it, and barbecue sauce. They also have one that's got a pig patty, but you like to go a different route.
I usually will get the plain Jane if I'm up to it, but for some reason I wasn't up to it, so I wanted something different.
Okay. What did you do? Do you remember what you tried from Guy's Burger? You didn't do the condiment bar?
I didn't do anything. I think I did maybe a taco bar.
Oh, you went to Blue Iguana.
Blue Iguana, and I got a taco salad.
Oh, okay. So they had taco salads. I especially go to Blue Iguana a lot on Carnival cruises, but we had never gotten the taco salad on Carnival at Blue Iguana, and it was really good. It
was so good. I think I had it twice.
Yep, I think
because it was so good. I just really like the taco salad.
Yeah, and I think they make the shells right there on the ship.
They do,
and it's just like when they make the burritos. You tell them what you want, go down the line, and you pick out whatever ingredients you want, and then you can go to the salsa bar afterwards and add extra spice to it. Or it looks like you had some spice on the side.
Those are different salsas.
Yep,
yeah,
a lot of different choices on the salsa bar.
And
so.
Those taco salads, they tend to grow. So what I mean is, you start with a little pile and it just grows. And I ended up with a huge taco salad. It was huge.
Are you sure you weren't eating it from the wrong end? I think you might have been eating it from the bottom. I don't know how your taco salad grew. You mean while they were making it?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's they add the ingredients. Okay, I'll go through. Let's move on. What else? You told me about another thing you had. I had the taco salad too. I really liked it, but you had something on this cruise that I didn't have. We've had it before. I've had it before.
I had sushi.
You had sushi, and you said not only was the sushi really good, but you really were happy with the service.
The service was amazing.
Yep.
I have the names of the.
Okay, well, are we going to read out names now?
No.
Of the sushi chefs?
But they were awesome.
Well, what can you tell us what we're seeing here? What kind of sushi you picked?
I ordered a California roll.
Okay.
And a spicy tuna roll.
Spicy tuna? Okay, so I think that's the spicy tuna on the left.
Yes.
And the California roll is on the right with the mayonnaise and the caviar. What is that? Fish eggs?
Fish eggs.
Oh, yum. Okay, well, if you like sushi, then I think that was a really good choice. And on Carnival Conquest, it's not a separate bonsai sushi restaurant off by itself, or even a separate bonsai sushi stand. It's a sushi window, kind of like a stand that you walk up to in the buffet area.
Yep.
And it does cost extra, but it's pretty reasonable.
I found out they're open for the evening.
Oh, they're open in the evening. Okay, yes. So lunch and
afternoon, late afternoon, evening.
Okay, so that's cool. So it's good for. I mean, probably not many people want sushi for breakfast, so that makes sense. I've got to say hi to MGM. MGM in the house. Excuse me, they're all choked up. MGM Family Travel. Good to see you guys.
Hi, MGM.
So we're just talking about our Carnival Conquest cruise, and it was a lot of fun. A quick one, but it was a lot of fun. Our first time sailing out of Miami. That
I
was new for
know.
us. It was a little confusing for me. I'm used to Port Canaveral.
I know. Port Canaveral just has everything so well organized and
Yeah.
well signed.
Yeah, well, we were looking when we were driving into Miami, the port there. We were looking for signs for the different ships, like they have in Port Canaveral. It's got the big light up, changeable.
Go left if you're going
Yeah,
on Carnival.
Carnival
Go right if
Conquest.
you're going.
Well, it even says the name of the ship at Port
Royal.
Canaveral, say
Yeah.
Disney Dream or Mariner of the Seas or whatever.
Yeah.
So you just follow the sign. But Miami, and it's a big port, biggest one. As far as I know, it's the biggest one. Period.
Yeah. But the signage is not very user friendly.
But to be fair, we were newbies. We were newbies to Port of Miami. So,
yeah.
But otherwise, we parked there and got. Well, we'll talk more about boarding later. But yeah, it was a good cruise. Food. I should also mention we tried, or I tried, at Seafood Shack. Tried the fish and chips. Something new I hadn't tried there before. I think.
And
I also had the lobster rolls and the buffalo shrimp, but I've had those before. So.
I also tried the buffalo shrimp.
Okay. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the fish and chips was okay. It wasn't out of this world or anything, but it was respectable. Kind of like a food truck.
Yeah.
Fish and chips. Nothing fancy, but Seafood Shack does cost extra, and I think I was telling you earlier that I think I like the complimentary or no extra charge taco salad, or rather taco salad, more than I liked the fish and chips.
Yeah.
So that says something. So there's a recommendation. Go
Try it.
Taco salad.
If you're not an egg breakfast burrito person, but you like taco salad, me.
You're making reference to the fact that I like to go there to get the breakfast burritos.
You do.
Which typically, you can have whatever you want them, but typically they have egg in them, scrambled egg, or the Mexican scrambled egg, a little spicier. I like that, but you're not a fan of that.
No.
You'd rather go get your pancakes and bacon or fruit?
My grits and fruit.
Grits and fruit. Wow. The Minnesota girl has turned Southern, folks.
Yep. Instead of malto meal, it turned to grits.
And comment below if you're not sure what she's talking about. So yeah, that's good stuff. But yeah, I love the blue iguana for breakfast, lunch, and we'll have to talk about the steakhouse a little bit because we enjoy the steakhouse too. Let's see. Oh, we should mention also. Got to mention the bars. At least I do because I really enjoy the bars. I know you had some good drinks.
I found a good drink on Carnival. There's the mango daiquiri.
The mango daiquiri. So a frozen daiquiri, mango style.
Yes. I had them when I got up because I'm on a cruise.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had them in the evening.
She had a robe and slippers on. She went to the bar to get those in the morning.
No, I did not.
No? Okay.
I was very respectable. I was clothed.
Good. So she had the mango daiquiris. I had some daiquiris too. I had some other stuff. I also went to the Alchemy Bar. I finally went and actually had a drink at the Alchemy Bar. I've gone and checked out and watched the Alchemy Bar, but I actually got to taste one of the drinks, and I'll be darned if I can't remember what it's called. But it was the great thing about the Alchemy Bar is they've got this cool menu of really creative drinks. Like they've got one that's got jalapeno and pineapple in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, really different, really, really unique. But I just told the mixologist, hey, I like old fashions and Manhattans and stuff like that. And he's like, let me make you something. And he made it, and it was really tasty. So
it was a special drink just made for him.
Yeah, just for me.
Yeah.
No one else could have it. He threw away the bottles. He threw them overboard afterwards, so no one else could have it. Very
That's
strict,
called littering. No,
I'm joking. Of course. Come on now. What else should we tell them about our cruise? We're gonna go through our top 10 surprises, which I think would apply to just going on a Carnival cruise right now, period. But also about the Carnival Conquest experience we had. I'm trying to think about. We had a aft balcony cabin, which we've had before. Really, probably our cabin of choice.
I was able to try the MDR. Even that was after we had done our
steakhouse.
Steakhouse. I just wanted to see what the MDR was all about.
Well, we had done the MDR before, but it'd been a while, right?
Right.
And you were like, I think you were hearing our interview that we did with Julie Bogues from Julie Bogue from the Bogues channel.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to see if I could get a shot glass.
yeah, she was. That's how she got you. She was like, they have really pretty shot glasses they come around with and try to sell you drinks in it. And you went down there and you had some food that I don't think you were that crazy about, and waiting for the shot glass, and then you didn't get the shot glass.
Yeah, they forgot. It was close to the end of the evening.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Let's see. MGM Family Travel is letting us know there's a road next to cruise port coming from South Beach, and you drive on the outside of all the ships. Yeah, that's true. And there's on YouTube there's a live all the time, a live webcam. You can watch the ships come in and out of Port of Miami. So I knew it from overhead, from the view looking from downtown. But once you drive in there, it's a different story. Because I totally missed the turn to drop off our baggage and ended up going to the garage, and I was just like, okay, we'll just wheel our luggage over. It was just kind of that. But was I didn't fault.
See the drop off sign either. So
the sign was this big. I don't know. It may have been huge.
I think it was pretty small.
Well, anyway, let's move on. What else do we need to say about the Carnival Conquest before we go into other things? Because we're going to come back to it.
Okay.
Well, if it's not one of our 10 surprises, you can go ahead and talk about it. Is it one of our 10 surprises? Because don't ruin the surprises.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
Yes.
One of the reasons why I like an aft balcony cabin is when we stop at a port, I like to watch the pier runners. So there were no pier runners. Everyone was responsible and got back on board their ships on time.
Well, at least when it came to our ship, I'm not sure that there were any on any other ships, because we did stop in Nassau, and that's has been a good spot to see pier runners in the past.
Yeah.
But even with there were 3 other ships in there with us that day. I think Odyssey of the Seas was there. That was definitely got a lot of attention, and Disney Fantasy was there, and then another Royal Caribbean, Freedom of the Seas, maybe.
I don't think I saw that ship. But
well, you didn't get off the ship in Nassau. I went down to the dock to take pictures.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nerd. So that was, we'll talk more about that cruise in a minute, but let's break this up a little bit.
Break it up.
Yes, and if you have any questions about Carnival Conquest, put it in the chat, or if you're watching in the future, put in the comments, and we'll respond back to you that way too.
Yes.
But we're going to come back and talk about our Carnival experience this time in just a minute. But let's take a break and talk about what we have planned coming next, because we always love sharing our cruises. We got more photos and video and information to share about our Carnival Conquest cruise that we'll be doing in the near future. Also on Instagram and in our Facebook group, which you can see the links for that down below, and also from our recent Disney Dream cruise, which that was just after Thanksgiving. That was our Christmas cruise.
That's Disney.
You got your Disney ship floating on your head now.
Yep.
And we've got more cruises coming up. Of course, we got to book more cruises. It's like a disease. And then we're going to be on Carnival again for a Halloween cruise.
Oh,
so exciting. Do you remember what ship that is?
I don't know, but I don't care. I'm just excited to do a Halloween cruise.
That's on a Carnival ship we haven't been on before. Carnival Magic. Yes, you know it.
Ta-da.
Yep, and I've heard great things about it.
I'm gonna dress up for Halloween.
Oh, but you don't know what you're gonna be yet.
I do know what I'm gonna be.
I don't know if you told me for sure.
You know.
Olaf?
No.
Okay, maybe you'll be dressing me up like Olaf. Hey, good to see you. See me traveling. Good to see you.
Nice.
Yeah, good to have you here. Talking about Carnival Conquest and our upcoming cruises. Always a lot of fun to talk about cruising, I tell you.
I'm gonna dress up like a magician.
Oh, and
a wizardess.
A wizardess. Okay.
Oh, not that. There's not a wizardess. It's a witch.
We need to talk some more. So Joy's working on her costume for our Carnival cruise on Halloween on Carnival Magic coming up. And that's out of Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
And then in April, our next cruise is April 2nd.
Yes.
And you remember what ship that's on?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. That's a cruise line.
Norwegian. Joy.
No,
No.
Norwegian Dan. No, it's on Norwegian Escape.
Oh, Escape.
So a ship that we were supposed to be on before, but that didn't work out. So we're looking forward to getting on there. That's hopefully going to go to the Virgin Islands. But of course, there have been a lot of questions about
That'd be
whether
so
ships can get in there.
exciting.
But ships have started getting into from watching the Lido Loca, seen that ships are starting to make it into St. Thomas. So hopefully our itinerary will be intact.
This is one cruise that we've never been on. The itinerary. Itinerary.
Well, we've been on Norwegian before. We haven't been on Norwegian Escape, and we haven't been to the Virgin Islands. So we're looking forward to that. I believe looking forward to seeing St. Thomas and Tortola, and goes to the Dominican Republic too. So yeah, that should be a good one. And then July 1st, we're squeezing in another 3-night cruise.
Oh,
again, this will be out of Port Canaveral. You remember what that is?
No.
Do you remember the cruise line at least?
No. No, is it Disney?
Carnival Liberty is what I told you. Carnival Liberty 3-night cruise. We've been on Carnival Liberty before.
It's a nice ship.
And it's the same itinerary of the one we were just on, except for it's out of Port Canaveral, so shorter drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And it just goes to Nassau. And the plan was to book that, but I actually changed that. And we're actually booked on a different cruise.
In July?
Still 3 nights. July 1st to July 4th. We're going to be going on a 3-night cruise. So you'll still need to get that time off from work.
Okay, but what's the cruise line?
Well, you already said it.
You just said that you switched.
Yes, for Carnival Liberty. It's not going to be on Carnival Liberty. What is? Are you okay? People might be watching. Maybe not. I wouldn't blame. No, we're not going on Carnival. I just told you we switched it.
I know. Which line are we going on?
You just said it a minute ago. You don't remember what you said. Olaf would be embarrassed.
Disney.
Yes, we're going on Disney. Surprise. We're going on a ship we've never been on before.
Joy.
Disney Joy. Every cruise line has a ship named Joy because,
It's such a good name.
It is a good name, but they don't have a ship called Disney Joy. Not yet.
Is it the Dream?
Disney Dream we've been on. It's one we haven't been on. In fact, nobody's been on it. It's still being built. It's called Disney Wish.
Oh, Wish.
Brand new Disney ship. It's got different main dining rooms that we haven't. No one's been to before. There's one that's a Hollywood theme, one that's Marvel themed, and then one that's Arendelle or something like that.
Oh, a Frozen.
It's Frozen theme. It's Frozen dinner theater. So you're gonna be able to have dinner with Olaf.
Yeah.
And it's got
He's
not
so
one,
cute.
but 2 movie theaters.
Ooh, I don't know.
You gonna go there and see Dracula?
No.
And it's got. I'm looking forward to the what's called the Star Wars bar, the hyperspace bar. Yeah. So a lot of cool stuff.
Get a lightsaber drink. But you want to drink it all before you play with the lightsaber drink.
Well, thanks for still being here, seeing me traveling. We get off track a little bit here sometimes. It's an honor that you stick around. I don't know why, but we appreciate it. So anyway, have we talked about ourselves enough? Let's move on. So we're looking forward to sharing our experiences from those cruises with you. We're going to be doing that real soon. So if you want to be sure to hear about those things,
remember to subscribe below.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Okay, well, that works out just fine. So now we're going to tell you about 10 Carnival Cruise surprises, 10 things that really surprised us on our recent Carnival Cruise.
Exactly.
The first thing that surprised us was the check-in process.
Yes.
Now, of course, things have changed a lot since the last time a lot of us have cruised, so we weren't too surprised to see that things were a little different, but we were very surprised at how, on one hand, it was really kind of chaotic. I don't remember ever being on a cruise where we had to show our paperwork so many times. Yeah. And, of course, we had to wear masks, but we were constantly taking our masks up and down, up and down, because they had to see our face because they have new facial recognition technology,
Right.
which I think was really cool, but it's kind of a tricky time for them to roll that out. Royal
Yeah.
Caribbean has something similar that I think was going to be a great addition for both cruise lines, but when you have to wear a face mask, facial recognition doesn't work as well. But one really cool thing was the terminal was pretty much empty. Once you got past the process of coming in, showing your paperwork, you were able to go through there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right? So
You
that was
were.
a good thing.
Yes.
So what else surprised you about
Empty elevators.
empty elevators?
Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
We never had to wait for an elevator.
Yeah, if you've been on a cruise before, you know how it can be on a cruise ship. There can be a long wait for an elevator, and when the doors finally open, it's just packed.
Yeah.
And then you got to wait again, or you
Yep.
got to take the stairs, or you got to figure out some strategy, or go to a different elevator bank.
Sometimes you have to go up to go down.
Yeah, some people do that, but more often than not, I just randomly took photos hoping that the doors would open empty, because after the first day or so, they were opening empty all the time. I think 2 times maybe during the whole cruise, there was somebody else on the elevator, or somebody got on with us, and the rest of the time they're empty. So I don't know what the capacity was on this Carnival cruise. We were on Carnival Conquest, but it does appear that they're definitely not completely full. Maybe
I would say
50%.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. I don't know, but it seemed like
It didn't seem very full at all. We
Yeah.
didn't have to wait in line for hardly anything.
That's right. And
except for tacos.
Except for tacos. Well, it's because they were making them for us individually.
Yes.
Another thing that was kind of a surprise that I experienced, at one point, I decided to take a little rest in the room before some more evening activities, and you headed to the early show at the what's it called, the Punchliner Comedy Club.
Yes.
And our room was an aft cabin, and it happened to be right over one deck above the Punchliner Comedy Club.
Oh.
And in retrospect, it sounds obvious because we've had noise on our very first cruise from above us, from the chairs on the pool deck. And I was in there laying down, kind of debating over whether it was time to get up yet or not. And all of a sudden, I heard "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls. Don't sing it, but the song started off, the chorus of "Wannabe." If you want to be my,
song,
that song. Yeah. So, and then I heard very clearly the voice of what I'm assuming was a stand-up comedian starting to do his routine.
Yeah, he was funny.
I heard laughter. I heard laughter often. Yes. So that's just, not specific to right now, or, maybe not even that particular ship or Carnival. It's maybe a good reminder to look at what you're above, below, next to, as far as public areas. I was thinking, based on the only noise we've really heard from previous cruises being, except for maybe out in the hall or something, is the chair vibration above us, that we wouldn't really hear, the sound from the theater. My mistake. So Punchliner, if you get one of those cabins just above the Punchliner at the back of the ship, maybe plan on going to all the shows so you can enjoy them the way they're meant to be, instead of trying to sleep in your cabin or rest or whatever.
Good thing your wife brought earplugs.
Yes, good thing you brought earplugs. But you got something that you didn't bring, right? Remember, you did go to you were going to all the shows without me.
That's
so
right.
The fourth surprise on a recent Carnival cruise was a surprise that was kind of personal for you. But what happened at the welcome show?
So the welcome show was like at 7:30 or 8:30, and I decided I want to be there early so I can get a good seat, so I can see the show. And I was there while they were still practicing and getting things set up,
right,
and everything. So because I was the first person there, they gave me a welcome show prize.
A welcome show prize?
Yeah.
Oh, because you were the first there. It was like a prize for being first there.
Yes.
Well, tell us, what did they give you?
They gave us a bottle of champagne.
Bottle of champagne. Nice score. So that was the nice surprise on a cruise. Hey, so there's a tip. If you want to win an extra prize, sometimes just showing up first to a event can get you a prize.
Right. But we had our drinks that I brought, the Diet Coke for myself, and other drinks that we were drinking throughout the day. So we
Well,
didn't have time.
you didn't have time to drink it. Let's go on to our next number 5, and then we'll tell them what happened to the champagne.
Okay.
It all ties together. So for surprise number 5 was the amazing service, and we've been to the steakhouses before, but the Point Steakhouse on Carnival Conquest was amazing.
They were on point.
They were from the manager Nicolina
Yes.
to our server. You remember her name?
Alyssa?
Well, I think we had Alyssa one night, and then Penny. I don't remember how to say her. Penny.
I don't know. Yeah.
She did an awesome job.
Finny.
Okay, and yeah, they did an awesome job, and the chefs cooked up the food very well. Well, if you ordered your steak, well done. Yes, but we ordered medium rare, and so they cooked them up very medium rare.
Yes.
It was delicious.
It
was great service. And we've gone to the steakhouse on, I think, every Carnival ship we've been on. We've gone to the steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think on our first cruise on Carnival Triumph or Honeymoon Cruise, I don't think they had it yet. So I think that's the only one we didn't do that. But it was very good.
And I learned about filet mignon, and it's not a fish, but it's an actual little steak. And I got that.
Now there's a bonus surprise for you. So why don't you link our surprise number 4, where you won the champagne, to the steakhouse?
So that bottle of champagne, the last night before we were to leave the ship,
Mm-hmm.
I realized I wasn't going to be able to drink the bottle of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Or we would not be able to drink the bottle of champagne.
Yes.
So I asked the server, Finny, if I could give her my bottle of champagne.
Uh-huh.
And she said yes.
Well, she said, please ask my manager first. She didn't want to get in trouble. So
right.
we cleared it all and everything. And I hope we're not getting anybody in trouble by saying all this. So keep it on the down low if just in case. So let's talk about our next surprise, because there were more surprises on our Carnival cruise. Surprise for me, because this is an activity that you didn't partake in, was there was NFL playoffs during our cruise. So I wanted to go and watch them the game. And I was kind of surprised that they weren't showing the game on the big screen by the pool, because we've had that experience before.
Yeah, they normally do that.
Or that they weren't playing it in the room. There weren't any sports on the TVs in the room. But fortunately, this ship had a Skybox sports bar. So I went to the Skybox sports bar. And one thing that was kind of surprising was the bartender that was there at the beginning of the game was really, really cool and friendly and helpful and really on top of things. And then a new bartender came in, and she was more playing with her phone, and she spent more time going around telling people they need to put their masks on when they're not drinking. So you're supposed to take a sip of your beer and then put your mask back up, and then take another sip of beer and put your mask up. And some people revolted against that. And I just stayed for, maybe not much more than a quarter of the game, and decided, I'll just check in, peek in every once in a while, because it wasn't a pleasant experience to sit there drinking beer when you keep putting your mask up. And I had specifically chosen a spot at the end of the bar where I could be physically distanced. Oh, well, that was a surprise. Hopefully it doesn't sound like complaining, but it kind of is, I know. Okay, so next surprise, number 7, was, again, this is Blue Iguana. I think we just mentioned Blue Iguana, but Blue Iguana had this thing that I never knew they had before. They're called Arapis. Arapis. And they're you can get them at lunchtime. And what they are is they're little pieces of cornbread with melted cheese in the middle. Ooh. And they're just so savory and sweet and delicious.
That's all they have is cheese?
They're very basic. It's kind of like when you make cornbread at home or something. But they put this delicious cheese in there that's very melty. Probably a Mexican cheese. I don't know the particular kind, but they were so good. So that was a new food item I discovered on Carnival.
Is it like an appetizer?
I got it as an appetizer. I think I got it. Actually, I think I might have got it at breakfast time with my huevos rancheros. Oh. So, but that was a nice little item. So look for that at breakfast, possibly breakfast and lunchtime. But they serve those. If you see them, be sure to grab one and try it, because
definitely check out if you like Mexican food. Check out Blue Iguana, because they have really, really good food.
Yep, and the price is good, because no extra charge. What you paid for your cruise gets you all you want from Blue Iguana, just like Guy's Burger Joint.
It's perfect.
Okay, let's talk about surprise number 8. But first, you need to remind people to do what?
Give us a thumbs up if you like us. And
Ah, down below.
it's
Yes.
down below.
Perfect.
The thumbs
Oh.
up picture.
Okay. We've done that before. Oh, well. Next up, surprise number 8. The Seafood Shack had a lot of great food. And we've gone to Seafood Shack before on Carnival Liberty, went to Seafood Shack, but we tried the buffalo shrimp, which was my favorite thing. And I've talked about it before on here from Seafood Shack. And we got the buffalo shrimp. And I got to repeat something that Michelle from Cruise Dork said on their video, that they got the buffalo shrimp and they're like, there's nothing buffalo about them. And I swear when I had them before, they were like marinated in buffalo sauce. They're kind of like you might get at a restaurant that serves spicy food. It was more bland, and they put buffalo sauce on the side.
Maybe they got complaints, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, ask me if I want the buffalo shrimp or I want the plain shrimp, you know. So that was just a little disappointing. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but it just wasn't as good as it had been in the past. So that was a surprise. So we're giving you the good and the bad. And you know what? We had to pay for the buffalo shrimp because Seafood Shack is an extra charge, but Blue Iguana, no extra charge.
No extra
so keep
charge.
that in mind. A couple more surprises we got to share. One is kind of specific to our situation.
This was priceless.
Well, we were celebrating our anniversary.
Yes.
It's our 11th anniversary, so we were celebrating that for our cruise. So I had the room decorated up with anniversary decorations.
It was so sweet. I was so surprised.
And I believe that came with, I don't know if I ordered extra, but it may have came with it, a happy anniversary cake. So what did you think of your anniversary cake? Should we show them?
Sure.
There's our anniversary cake.
And so, I'm like, what's a hot cake?
It's a hot cake. So I don't know. We still haven't figured out if that meant, it's kind of hard to see on there, but there's also like some broken up decoration on there, like some squiggly line next to the ha that you probably can't see. It kind of blends in with the chocolate. So we couldn't decide if they just gave up or got interrupted while they're decorating it, or if they are just abbreviating it. Save some money. We'll just put HA. So if you have a birthday, you get an HB cake. Yeah, if it's a Bon Voyage cake, you're going to get what? A BV cake? I don't know. We thought it was a little strange. And if it was meant to be just HA for the decoration, I think they would put it in the middle. So I honestly think they just got interrupted or forgot or
it was a very simple looking cake. It was just
and it tasted okay. It was different layers. It had like vanilla and chocolate and had like a chocolate cream on it with like what do you call it, cocoa powder?
Oh yeah,
on it. Yeah, it was good, but you know, it's always bigger than what you want because there's so much other food on the ship that you'd rather have.
Right.
So that was surprise number 9, which leads us to the ultimate surprise, or at least the final surprise. You want to tell them what? Do you remember what surprise number 10 was with our balcony?
I don't know.
Well, we were on our balcony later in the cruise. I think it was our last full day on the cruise.
Right.
And the aft balconies, if you don't know, are kind of all staggered together. And if you stand all the way towards the rail, you can kind of look around side to side, up and down, and see other people that might happen to be out there and kind of wave at them or whatever. Usually you just kind of enjoy the view and don't interact. We did talk to our neighbors in the cabin next to us on the first day, and they were very nice. Right. But we were just out there standing, enjoying the view. I think it was as we were sailing out of Nassau or something like that. And we heard a woman yell out,
"Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary, guys!" And almost immediately after she said that, she said, "Oh, it's not you. Never mind." And about the time she was saying, "Oh, it's not you," we were saying, "Thank you." Like, and turn around to see who she was. And yeah, so to the mystery woman who wished us happy anniversary and immediately took it away, thanks. And also, hey, it was our anniversary, so it kind of works. So that's our top 10 or our 10 Carnival Cruise surprises. Let us know what you thought of our surprises. Let us know about any surprises you've experienced on a cruise, Carnival, or otherwise. Share it in the comments below. And remember to subscribe. Did we say that enough times?
Remember to subscribe and
that's right.
Click the bell button if you want to be notified of any new things.
That's right. That's right. So let's go back. I've been neglecting the conversation here. Where'd you guys go? So we've got CME.
We appreciate you subscribing because it helps. It really helps us.
And Jane in Travel says hi.
Hi.
Well, let me take the picture off of here. You can tell we're new at this. This is our first time doing a live show. No, it's not. It's just I'm not great with technology apparently. Cruising Scene stopped by to say hey.
Hey.
And I was going on and didn't have the comment screen up, so I didn't even see your comment when you commented. So hey back. But gotta say hello and thank you to everybody for showing up. And seeing me traveling, gotta be sure to especially say thank you for reminding people to pop that like.
Yes,
Yeah, that's how we should say it. Pop that like. Yeah. I always sound so dorky when I try to say that.
I forgot to say
like.
one other surprise.
Oh, we have a bonus surprise?
Yes.
We're done with the surprises.
One bonus surprise is instead of having to pay for a deck of cards, I was able to go to the front desk or what is that desk?
Guest services
desk. And I asked them if they had a deck of cards. They gave me 2 decks of cards. So
bonus.
I know, it was a surprise, and I didn't have to pay anything. It was free.
Yeah, and you got a bottle of champagne,
yes,
which you immediately gave away, but to somebody that probably isn't normally getting champagne on the ship,
right?
And yeah, so it was a great cruise. What else? What else should we share about the cruise? Final thoughts. Was it worth the drive down there?
Yes.
Okay. So first drive. I mean, driving to Miami from Orlando isn't that big of a deal, but it's when we got spoiled going on our Disney cruise. We only had to go to Port Canaveral,
right?
About an hour away from us here.
Every port is a little different, so you have to get used to the idiosyncrasies.
That's right. And hopefully next time I won't be such an idiosyncrasy when I'm trying to find my way to through the Miami cruise port, because I felt like an idiot something.
No.
But we got through it. We got on board. We followed the rules. We stayed safe, but we had fun. We
wore a mask.
Yeah, let's not talk about that anymore. Gosh darn it. Hopefully soon we don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Yes.
Also, Carnival Conquest compared to other ships we've been on, it's actually in the same class. I believe Carnival Triumph, the first ship we went on, is a Conquest class ship, if I'm not mistaken.
For some reason, I thought this ship was bigger.
It might be a little bigger, but I think it's just more updated, because we were on Triumph in 2011.
Maybe it's because the Triumph was full at normal capacity.
Part of it too, probably.
And the Conquest was half full, and so it seemed a lot more spacious.
It's all relative, I suppose, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, but I liked it. I when you go on these ships that have been updated and they have the extra venues, they've added the Seafood Shack, they've added the Punchliner Comedy Club,
right?
Stuff like that, and it had a really nice Serenity area.
It did,
and it had the walk-up bar in the Serenity area, which they don't all have, which was nice it was my first time checking that out.
Yep.
And that was kind of nice to have.
And we met some new people. So
new people, like babies?
No, other cruisers that were very nice.
Oh, people that
we had good conversations with.
Yeah, like Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I know you're thinking of Bridget. You guys hit it off really, really nicely. And she's a frequent cruiser too, so maybe we'll run into her again, and hopefully we'll run into you guys on one of our future cruises.
If you see us on board a ship that you're
stay away from us.
No. Come over and say hi.
Come on down, say hi.
We're very normal.
Come on down, say hi. So yeah, and if you're curious what cruises we're going on, we'd mentioned them earlier, but we put them on Shipmate.
Yeah.
The app Shipmate. You can find us on there if you want to be our shipmate on Shipmate by just putting in our email address, which is info@cruisedayfun.com. And you can also send us email at info at you do it. info@cruisedayfun.com. And you can also just go to our website, cruisedayfun.com.
Yes.
Well, I should put up a graphic to show that.
We have Facebook, YouTube. Anything
That's
else?
what we're on right now. Hi. We're also on Facebook right now. Did you know that? We're on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Oh.
You're on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. So if you want to see us, both of us, you got to watch both the same. No, it's a simulcast. So all the links for all that stuff, Twitter, Instagram, I think that's what you're trying to do, list them all.
Right.
Facebook, and of course YouTube. And then we've got our website, cruisedayfun.com. And sorry, I didn't mean to bump you there the first time. Second time I meant to. And with also, you can check out our wonderful merch, like these glasses we've been drinking out of. Glasses, cups. They're enamel cups, so I don't know if I call them glasses.
And we have new merchandise.
Turn it around.
Keep in mind, we're not professionals.
Yeah.
But we have our new water bottles.
They already figured that out. Oh, my. Yes. See me traveling's on shipmate. Yep. We are going to have to hook. I don't want to say hook up. I think that sounds weird if we say hook up. We're going to have to get in contact.
Yes. I like that better.
Well, do the kids even say that anymore? That was words you used back in the day, but I'm old.
They may do something cruise and chill.
Is it like Netflix and chill?
Yeah, but we're cruising and chilling.
Yes. So we've got another Carnival cruise coming up October. We've got in April, we've got Norwegian Escape, and I surprised Joy tonight by letting her know that we're going on Disney Wish in July instead of going on a Carnival ship we've been on before. And coming up next week, we are switching to Saturdays. We've been on Monday nights, but we're switching to Saturdays at 3:00 Eastern, starting on Saturday, November 5th. November. Why does it say November? No wonder I said November. It's not November. Next month's February, right?
Yes.
Why do I have November? What's wrong with this man?
September. No.
This is why nobody watches our live show, because we can't even
February 5th.
Tune in February 5th. That's Saturday. A week from Saturday. We're switching from Mondays to Saturdays, 3:00 Eastern time. It'll be our first Saturday live show. And
it's on February 5th.
Yeah, I think we said that. But you're trying to cancel out what I said that was wrong.
Right.
And our topic's going to be Disney cruise food. So, hey, if you want to check out some of the Disney cruise food we've tried on our Disney cruises, we're going to be sharing that. We won't have any samples to share at that time, unfortunately, but we'll see if we can smuggle some off of our Disney Wish cruise in July to share those with you, right?
Okay.
Anything else we should say?
Thanks for watching.
Oh, does that mean we're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching Cruise Day Fun.
See you next time.
Bye.